out. Really appreciate this. Got a heck of a house here tonight, and it should be hopefully a very good show. If nothing else, you'll leave very well nourished here. Jane, you get the first slide? Other way. There we go. Okay, so my name is Jeff Moriarty, and myself, where did he go? Roger.
I'm in the back hiding.
Okay, Roger back there in the hiding. Have put together this Ignite Phoenix, and just want to give you a little bit about what this is and why we're doing it, and then we'll turn it over to the presenters. So, Ignite Phoenix, O'Reilly Publishing, which I think some of the more technical people in the house are familiar with, started this, I guess about 4 or 5 years ago as a way to just get people together in creative ways and unexpected ways and connect them to get exciting things happening. The presentation format is designed to get energy built up, to come in and share ideas. You know, you get 5 minutes, 20 slides. The presenters don't control the slides. They're going to advance every 15 seconds, whether they get stuck on a point or not. So they're going to have to keep it moving. The idea here is to really, get people speaking passionately. If they get thrown off balance a little bit, that's okay. Right? If they wander off their slides and the slides are just background to what they're trying to convey, that's okay too. Right? The idea here is really just to get people coming together and talking in different ways. Now, O'Reilly's, what they did is they did this first Ignite in Boston, and they put together this package, this Ignite in a box, if you will, for other cities to get their own creative communities going. You can see some of the cities up here from the original Boston to Portland to Helsinki to Paris. And I'm really excited to add Phoenix to that list tonight. Next slide. Yeah. Should be. So, Phoenix, I think, has a lot of amazing groups active. From very technical groups, we've got the Ruby on Rails, we have Refactor Phoenix. We have social groups, we have Refresh Phoenix, of course the Social Media Club, which meets exactly in this very room, things like Gangplank. But a lot of times those groups don't connect. And you see a few people who kind of work between them, but people don't always cross between those different groups. So one of the objectives with tonight is to bring those people from those different groups all together in one place. If you're interested in some of these groups up here, there's a site, meetupstogoto.com, and all these sites will be posted online if you want to not write down all the URLs. But that's a great list of all the different things going on in the Valley, and it's a big list. There's a lot of great stuff going on. So hopefully Ignite Phoenix is a way to bring a lot of those different groups together and share some of those ideas. So I covered some of this. And the way this got started, I work with somebody who does the Ignite Portland event. And he had been going on and on about it, and I just had no idea how to get this started here in town. So I threw it out on Twitter one day, and Roger jumped up and said, hey, I'm really interested in that. Chuck was in on that conversation too, but he said, I got to go to lunch. So. But it was nice of you to show up today. I appreciate it, guys. And it just started, from the grounds up to see if we could do this. This is a proof of concept. Our goal off the bat was to do this for $0. Not too far off of that. We had to register the domain name and set up some of the basics and the fancy badges and stickers and so on. But thanks to generous people like Don here and jobbing.com donating the space and so on, we really were able to keep this at almost nothing to do this first time around. Most of the other Ignites are held in theaters or bars or other venues that have a much larger capacity. Hopefully, if this works out, we'll be doing it somewhere like that in the future. So we threw it out. We said, hey, we're doing this. We really pushed a lot of people that we knew were creative and had exciting ideas to make submissions. We had, I think, 28 total. And we had a group of judges go through and pick based on what they would be interested in coming down to see. And we had some people with a very technical bent, some people who were very entrepreneurial focused, just random people. We just wanted to get a really good cross-section of presentations to vote on what they thought would be the most exciting, and that's what brought us to the 16 presentations that we have tonight. One of the real focuses here with Ignite is to not just have the presenters give their ideas to you, but to have everybody share. So there's built-in networking time, and there's no Q&A time built into the presenter's talks. So if they do something you're interested in, come up and see them at the break. Come up and see them afterwards. Talk to them. Introduce yourself. We have name tags that are being kept warm under Evo Terra over there. So if you don't have one, go ahead and grab one. We're encouraging people to put your name on it, as well as something that you do. It can be your job, it can be a hobby, whatever it is. The intent here is to really get people connected. All right, so this will be a success. And I'm really looking for feedback after this on what worked and what didn't and so on. If everybody learns something, if you meet somebody new, I mean, again, a lot of people came in, I saw they kind of sat down, found the people they knew and kind of grouped together. But get up and mingle, especially at the break. Meet somebody new out of all this and participate. The presenters have really gone out on a limb here. None of them knew what they were getting in for. They signed up as willing to give this a try. And I think they deserve our support. So cheer, encourage, applaud, support them as they get up here and share stuff that they're passionate about. And like I said, have fun. Okay, drinks through this door, straight down. There's a break room. There's drinks in there. And is there a secret to the vending machine, or is it just a magic vending machine?
Push the white button.
Push the white button. The soda will come to you free. We also have peanut butter and jelly, which is sort of a thematic snack for tonight. If you're twittering, use the Ignite Phoenix tag so we can kind of get the feedback and so on. And we now encourage everybody to turn your ringers off. Can't imagine anyone in this room would have a cellular phone or other tech devices. Turn the ringer off, but feel free to use it. Talk about what's going on. Talk about the presentations or anything else. There's a lot of people watching on our Ustream channel here that Clintus has so graciously agreed to broadcast for us. So talk to them. See what they're saying about the presentations going on. If you're watching on Ustream, participate. How many people do we have?
27 right now.
So we got 27 people watching at home. Yes. Now we also have Twitter accounts that we set up for each of the presentations. Okay? And their names, they're going to be posted up here between the presentations. They're also listed on this hot sheet that's up here in a couple different spots. So if you like one of the presentations, follow them. Send them a note. Talk about the stuff that's going on. You can either use these names as a hashtag to talk about it, or, like I said, just follow them directly. Ignite Phoenix, if you're taking the people with cameras, if you want to tag it like that on Flickr. And afterwards, I'm definitely going to need a drink. And Half Moon Sports Grill just down over here on Highland. I'll have a map at the very end. Welcome anyone to join us. So this is our first half lineup. We're going to get started into just a minute here. We're going to go straight through. The only pause is going to be to get the next person lined up, and then we'll go right through their slides. The Twitter tags here are the ones to use, and if you have, if you miss any of these, don't worry. Again, it'll come up regularly and it'll be available afterwards. Then we'll take about a half-hour break after this batch for everyone to kind of mingle, hit the bathroom, which is just past the elevators if you haven't found it yet, and hit that magic white button. Any questions? Not a single question. If anyone missed it, great people, capital G, capital Q, one word is the Wi-Fi password. And I think that's it. That's it? Yep. All right, so let's get this thing started.